Okay, so let's take a look at courses that Maggie will take for next year. And really, just to kind of ground us back, the goal is to align these courses to allow Maggie to reach her post secondary goals. So, Maggie, it's important that you have voice in this. And I know that we've already, about a month ago, we chatted with our school counselor. Each of our students were able to meet with the school counselor and kind of start to map out what you needed in order to reach some of those post-secondary goals that you have. So right now, I know that you are in one of our courses, Mom, that is called Business in Action for Retailing. So she's completing right now, kind of like a year one step, step one. And next year I'd like to keep her enrolled for like phase two, like year two of that course. That makes really good sense, just considering she has some desire to own her own business, if that sounds good with the team. Also taking a look at, she does need to get her econ credit in order to graduate. So I'd like to keep her in that. Also, really through her special education services, she does continue to show that need where she needs to master some of those skills in our consumer math class. And so that's really going to be in place of her Algebra 2 class right now. And I'd like her to be involved in that. And again, we've talked a little bit about it through her IEP meeting, but to be in her study skills course. And that's a great time, Maggie, where you and I connect and we check in on how you're doing in these various areas. Also, she would have a language C class in place of an English 12 class for next year. And then keeping her in an art foundations class. I know that you have the opportunity now that you have mastered one of your special education goals and we don't have those service minutes anymore, that you have that opportunity for an elective, which is that art foundations class, which you have shared with me in some of our interviews that art is really your jam and a creative outlet for you. So I'd love for you to take that elective class. And that one more that I would like to share out with the team would be advertising and promotion. That seems like it might meet that need of yours in terms of looking into starting your own business after you graduate.
When I talked with Mr. Johnson,
Yeah.
my counselor, he said that I might not be able to take art foundations just because of when that class is.
Okay.
So what
Okay.
happens if I can't take that class? What happens? Because it's
Yeah.
in my IEP now.
Yeah. So these are just a projection. They are our best guess of what is being offered. We will make sure your special education services and those courses that you have, we'll make sure that you get those first and foremost. But then I'd like to have a follow-up conversation with him and maybe you and him to talk about a different elective that you might be interested in if by chance you're not able to get into art foundations, okay?
So I'm not going to get in trouble if I don't.
You're not going to get in trouble and I'm not going to get in trouble either. Yep, we're good together. Awesome.
Still working on that master schedule, so on those details. But this is just what we're thinking. You would like to take those classes; they're connected, and we'll try our best to make that work. But yeah, sometimes there are those conflicts. But if there is, we'll figure it out. Your counselor will work with you.
Awesome. And then, Maggie, you're in a really great place. So you are actually set, and we're anticipating that you will graduate next June. So you're really getting there, which is exciting. And again, as we have these conversations and sit here at the table, we'll make sure that you continue with your credits and they're in alignment so that you're set to graduate on time. Okay. Any questions about that? Awesome. And again, Maggie, if you do have questions, we'll really lean on our school counselor. Great help to make sure that you're set up for success.